Hey y'all, this is Justin the Dude here, and I just want to come with you with a very, very quick video. I know that the Dealer and the Dude has been MIA for months. It's really ridiculous. We don't update. And we had a nice little follow. We had some people that left some comments for us, and they wanted to know more information about our videos and the things that we did outside of our video life, where we kind of did our couple of our vlogs about movies we like, foods we like, topics, things like that. But I want to come with you with a quick video. So this is a rant that I'm going to do real quick. The diva, she's MIA right now. She's actually at work. I'm just coming back from lunch. I'm working at home. So I'm trying to make this video real quick before I have to go back. So I had this bright idea that I wanted to go and eat something good for lunch rather than just, making a sandwich at home or getting something, right by the house, your whatever local restaurants that are usually right around the corner from me. So I did decide to do a little driving today. Not that far, but so I was like, let me put on the GPS. Let me GPS places that sell chicken wings. The brother wanted some chicken wings. That's all I wanted. It was a chicken, well, some wings. Not a wing. Some wings with an S or a Z. So, I wanted some chicken wings. So, I GPS chicken wings. And so, it said that there was this one place that was just a couple miles up the road. So, I said, okay, I'm going to venture out and I'm going to go there. Well, as I get to the place in the same actual parking lot of the shopping center is another restaurant that I like. And it was it's like a mom and pop restaurant. And they've kind of moved locations all over the city. And this is their new location. And I really liked this one when I went inside. It was clean. Everything looked like it was well in order. So I get to the cash register and I make my little selection. The young lady behind the counter, she was obviously new. She didn't know how to ring up stuff correctly. She had a lot of questions. That wasn't a problem. I actually dealt with her very easily, even though she didn't know what she was doing. So the lady who was either training her or supposed to be the manager or whomever, her whole attitude was just rude from the jump. Like the way she talked to the girl, I didn't like how she talked to the girl. And then this is what happened. So I paid for my food. Ordered something really simple. So this place specializes in chicken and rice. Home-style fried chicken and rice and gravy. So that's what they're known for. So this is something that should already be made. Doesn't take a long time to prepare or to make for the customer's order. So I was like, well, let me go ahead and just order that. I'm saying this mentally. Let me go ahead and order this so that I don't have to worry about them making fries or doing anything extra, because I just want to get my stuff and go and come on back to the house so that I can eat this and sign back in and go to work. So that should have been that. Right? Right? Are you with me? So I order my stuff. There's nobody else in line. There's nobody else waiting for food. Nothing else is going on in this place. But it still takes several minutes. On average, I would say 5+ minutes before they actually start making my order. So what's going on in the meantime all this is happening? Well, the so-called supervisor, whoever she was, the lady who was in charge, she's in the background supposed to be making the order that the girl just rang up. But instead of making my stuff, which didn't need to be prepared, she's making fries, she's putting up bread, and she's stocking shelves. Like, her job is to actually put the food prep together, because she's telling the young lady who's doing the cashier, when you're done with the receipt, put the receipt by the little receipt catch thing by the little fry station so that she can get the order ready. So she saw the little girl do that. I'm calling her a little girl. She's probably like 18, 19. Like, she looks rather young. And I'm touching the screen right now because I got a low battery signal. But anyway, doing this on my iPad mini. And so that's probably why I'm looking off the screen to y'all, because I'm like trying to make sure I'm in frame and in camera and it's horizontal and all that extra fancy stuff. So anyway, she knows that the little girl has put the order up there. So she put the order up there. The lady has looked at the ticket. She didn't picked up the ticket. So why is it still 5 minutes later, I don't have no chicken that I can see sitting up there on the fry rack? And my rice and gravy is sitting right here in the front by the steam station. What's the problem? I don't understand. So let me go and get to the point. So it's like after 5 minutes, and then the lady finally starts making the order. She first sends the little girl up there, which took about 2 or 3 minutes, to go and make the rice and gravy, because I said I wanted mine separate. Because usually how this particular restaurant does, they have the container, they put the chicken in the gravy, they put the rice and the gravy, and then they lay the chicken on top. But I don't like my chicken wet like that, because it gets soggy, and I like mine to stay crispy. Duh, obviously. So I said, well, I want mine packaged separately. So that's why she sends the girl up front to make the rice and gravy, which is not a problem. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. It's teamwork when you work in a restaurant. So the little girl, I believe she goes and washes her hands. I'm setting y'all up for something. I believe I go see her washing, because that's what I like to do anyway. That's another reason why I like to go to certain restaurants where I can look into your kitchen, because I want to see how clean you are while you making my stuff. Mess with my food now. So I believe I see the little girl go wash her hands. So she comes back up into the front with the containers for the rice and gravy, because she's gonna pack them separately in 2 different containers. And when she's bringing them, her fingers are literally holding the container. Not just like, oh, she's gripping it and it's hanging over. No, her whole finger is in my carton. Her whole finger. What's that all about? Even if your hands is clean, I don't want your nasty finger in my container, little girl. Okay? All right. So I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna cause a scene, because I wouldn't say I'm a germaphobe, because I'm really not, because I'm a messy person. My stuff ain't usually in order. But I'm not nasty when it comes to food, and especially something that's going to be given or used by somebody else. Like, if I'm going to make you a plate, like, I'm going to wash my hands first. I'm going to make sure I only touch the rim. Like, if I hand you something, I'm going to hand you something with a napkin. Like, I don't like when people are nasty. That's just, especially when it's somebody else. So anyway, she's making my rice, and her finger, though, is still in the container. So she putting rice in, and her finger is still in the cup. Her finger is still in the cup, and she's putting rice. Why would you think that's right? Like, I'm just saying, like, even if you was making it for yourself, why would you be putting hot food on top of your finger, even if it was for you on your plate, but let alone for somebody else? Don't do that. So then I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna freak out. So I'm like, let me see what she gonna do with this gravy, because this gravy is steaming hot. And her finger's still in there. It's still in the cup. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? It's germs everywhere. I'm sure a lot of worse things have happened in restaurants that I have already eaten and probably have not said to anybody else. not said to anybody else, but probably have eaten and nobody has said anything that they accidentally dropped it. That's what I meant. So that's why I was like, be cool, be easy. So she fills the thing up with gravy and her finger's still in there, but she stops before the gravy hits her finger, but yet her finger's still in there. I know it's been a long time on the container part, but that's just what threw me off. Something I already said to myself, you know what, I'm not going to worry about it, I'm just going to eat it, because at least I did see her wash her hands. So at least, even though it is still nasty, it's not as nasty as if she had not been washing her hands. But that wasn't a problem. So then she sits the 2 containers on the counter, and another 2 minutes go by. And now I'm really looking in the window like, what's going on? And then found out that, you know what? I'm not going to be that person that makes this scene. I'm not. I already said it to myself. Ain't nobody got to say it for me. I said it to myself. I said, I, Justin, the dude, will not be the person that makes a scene over 2 minutes. About this time, it's 5 minutes because it took her forever to make 2 containers of rice and gravy. In addition to the time it took her to ring me up. So by this time, it's literally over 5 minutes. And no orders were before me or waiting. Like, why is it taking so long? And I'm seeing the chicken and the rice like that. So let me go and get to the point. So that happens, and so I'm just like, okay, let me just stand back a little bit, because I don't want to be that person that makes a scene. So they come to the window, and they're like, well, the lady in the back, the rude lady, she's like, it's going to be 15 minutes on breast. And so I lean in the window, I said, well, why didn't you say that 10 minutes ago when I ordered my food? So the lady gonna say, it ain't been 10 minutes. Granted, she was right. It wasn't 10 minutes. It was 5 to 7 minutes. But the point is, it was 5 to 7 minutes too long. So I'm just like, well, I'm sorry if that made you angry that I said that you couldn't tell me before. Maybe it hasn't been 10 minutes, but it's been over 5, and you have yet to attempt to make my order, and nobody else is here waiting on food. So why didn't you see that when my order was rung up in the first place, and you told her to bring the receipt back there so she can make the order, so you can make the order? So she gets an attitude. Well, what you want me to do? I did tell you. I'm like, well, what you can do for me is give me my money back. That's what you can do for me. That's what you can do for me. Since you want to get smart. That's what I said. Since you want to get smart, that's what you can do for me. Give me my money back. That's what you can do. I'm not the one. I just want to go and make that clear. I am not the one. I'm not going to curse you out. I'm not going to threaten you with violence. I'm not going to talk loud to you. I will get a little elevated. But I won't talk to you loud and be disrespectful in your establishment. But you will not treat me as if I don't exist, like I'm not important. So I said, well, you know what? Thank you for giving me a refund, but what you need to do is learn customer service skills. And by that, I made my exit. So there was no lunch for me today because I had to run into foolishness. So therefore, I had to come back hungry. And now it's time for work. Good day, good evening.